Okay, so Glenn, I heard you say actionable insight. What do you mean when you say actionable insight?
Yeah. It's one thing to have a PowerPoint deck with some lovely statistics. It's one thing to have tables and graphs and bar charts and all the rest of it. But wouldn't it be better if you were trying to solve a problem like, how will we engage the imagination of this person if we could provide information that was specific and relevant to that question? Take another step farther forward. We've seen many times when market research has been presented to us, when we're working on brand positioning and so on, and we'll see the structure of the segmentation with labels on the different segments. And the labels are of a different logical type. So in one case, the label name may suggest that demographics are the important thing. In another case, it may seem like it's about technology adoption. It may seem like, in another case, it's a behavioral segmentation. Now, when you sit down to make use of that segmentation to solve a problem, you don't know what the theory of causality is. And so that's a big, big problem in actionability. And we've seen that a lot of times over the course. So we pay a lot of attention, not just to the content of the segmentation, but to the structure, the form that it sits in, and the way that form is designed to fit people's task needs. One of the aspects of that is personification of the insight, because if you are trying to be customer-centric, it turns out that it's actually rather important to have an empathetic view of the customer. Right. And if you're going to be empathetic, describing people in objective terms like their age and their income and all the rest of it tends to put you in a subject-object kind of mindset. Right. But if you're looking at Alan Quarry, and if you've got a face and a name and so on, your ability to think intuitively about what Alan Quarry is going to want and what he's going to respond to and how he's going to respond is going to be much stronger. So personification is one dimension of actionability. But you can't just make that stuff up. It has to have a deep research core, and we could go into that detail.
Okay. Well, because we hear a lot about now, you could almost instantly create personas based on stuff, and then boom, you've got a persona. Now, how do you feel about that?
Right. So think about a persona like grapefruit juice and drugs. You get a warning on your drug label to say, if you take this with grapefruit juice, you're going to get a big hit of this and it could go badly for you. So the personification is a little bit like the grapefruit juice. It drives it into your system harder and faster. It is a tremendous delivery vehicle. Now, if the stuff you're putting in your system is good for you, maybe all right. But if the stuff you're putting in your system is junk, you've now found a way to take junk ideas and really drive them into the brains of everybody around your organization. So very dangerous practice to just make stuff up and then use such a powerful narrative form of representation.